So this is going to be another makeup tutorial, and I'm excited because I haven't done a makeup tutorial in so long, and this is going to be the Viva Glam Rihanna makeup tutorial. Well, I have a guidebook, and one of the looks that Rihanna wore for the Viva Glam was this one, and I absolutely love it. Well, not wore, but kind of getting inspired how like Rihanna's style is. I had to go ahead and create it. I used a Rihanna lipstick for this look, and I also used a quad from the novel romance collection. So stay tuned to see these colors, really nice. So if you guys want to know how I achieved this look, please keep on watching. Alright, so the first thing I went ahead and I started to do is that I applied a primer all over my eyelid, and I used the MAC paint in Bare Canvas. And I love these stuff, especially if you have like greasy eyelids or oily eyelids. This one will prevent your eyeshadows from creasing, which is amazing. I'm also going to be using a paint pot. This is in Stormy Pink. You have the choice between putting the Bare Canvas or this before you start your eyeshadow. So I do have dry skin but somewhat oily eyelids, so I do need to put the Bare Canvas first, and then I'm going to be putting the paint pot. So this is called Stormy Pink. It has a little bit of a purple tone to it because there's some purples that's going on. And I'm going to be taking it with a shader brush. This is the Sigma SS 252 brush. If you have the 252 from MAC, then you can go ahead and use that. So I'm just going to take a bit of this. Something about the paint pot is you guys need to know, once you use it, you need to close it right away because it dries really fast. So I'm just going to take it. You can use it with your fingers, but I'm just going to be taking this paint pot with my brush, and I'm going to apply that on my eyelid and also on my crease. So just to get like that purple tone to my eyes, so the purple colors I'm going to be using to stand out more. So I am going to be using a palette from the Novel Romance collection, which you can still get from the stores if it's still available in your local store. In my store it's still there, so we can still sell this, but if you can find shades that's similar to these, then you can go ahead and get it. It's basically just purples. You have some Volux pearls in there, you have semi-matte shimmery, and then you have a nice satin, kind of like a pinkish color. Kind of looks like a lot like yogurt if you have yogurt. And I'm also going to be using two separate shadows that MAC always have. I have Shale right here, which is a kind of a grayish purple, which is my favorite color. And I have Hux, which is a beautiful, soft, matte purple. So I'm going to go ahead and use this first. I'm going to be using it with a fluffy crease brush. This is a brush that I got, I think, from Morphe brushes. There's no number, no nothing on it, but it's just a huge fluffy brush. If you have the 217 from MAC, then you can go ahead and use that. So I'm just going to be taking Hux. And I do have a little bit of music going on just to keep me concentrated. I've been loving music while doing my makeup lately. And I have a mirror right here, so I'm looking down on my mirror. So I'm just going to take Hux, and I'm going to lightly place this in my crease. So once you have that purple place, I'm going to be taking the palette, and honestly, I don't know how the names work, to be honest. So I believe this is The Wrong Man, and then you have Serenade, this one right here, which is a beautiful shimmery color. If you have, it looks a lot like Stars and Rockets, so if you have Stars and Rockets from MAC, then you can go ahead and use it. So I'm just going to be taking this color with the same brush, and I'm going to be dusting this color right on top of Hux, just to give that little bit of shimmery color to it. And it has a little bit of hint of blue, so it's really, really pretty color. As I said, it looks a lot like Stars and Rockets if you haven't. And then I'm going to be taking this darker purple right here, which is Barnsley. And I'm going to be taking it with the same brush, and I'm going to just put this on the outer crease. Then I'm going to be taking my 239 brush from MAC, and I'm going to be taking The Wrong Man. And I'm just going to go ahead and grab this, and I'm going to be putting it right on top of the smoky Stormy Pink. And I'm going to be applying it right on top of it. The reason why I put that purple first, because once you put this color on top of a dark color, it's going to show a little bit more brighter. So I'm just gonna put this on the inner corners because I want to look awake. I'm not really that awake this morning, so I'm just going to pat this on the inside. I'm just going to take the blending brush again and just go ahead and blend it, just to get rid of that harsh line. Now my trick also to use, I love using my Prep and Prime highlight, which is in Bright Forecast. So I'm going to take a little bit of this, and before I put any eyeshadow at the bottom, I learned this trick. It really helps to just bring out the brighten under the eye. So I'm going to go ahead and apply some of this. I know it looks like a lot under my eye, but it's not that much. I'm going to be using my Sigma. I bought these brushes and I love them. I have a few. Oh my god, I think I'm going to be doing a separate video on them. I think it's worth it to do a video on them because I love them. So you have, this is the P84 brush, which is the angle one. I know it looks really dirty. And I'm just going ahead and just blending this away. I'm just going to help brighten up under my eye before I put the eyeshadows down there. You can blend it with your fingers after if you want to. Don't worry about the blending right here. It's going to be faded at the end because I'm going to be using something else up there to blend everything. So now I'm going to be taking a flat fluffy brush, which is one of my favorite brushes to use for the lower lash line. And this one, I'm not sure if it's also from Morphe Brushes stand when I went to LA Imats, but yeah, this is the C113. I'll leave the Morphe Brushes website in the info box so you guys could go ahead and check it out. They have really cool, inexpensive brushes, and they're awesome to use. So now I'm going to be taking this dark purple right here. This is called Stay Sultry. It looks a lot like, I would say, Shadowy Lady. This one, it has a little bit of shimmer. Shadowy Lady is more matte. So if you're more a matte person, then you can use a Shadowy Lady. If not, I'll give you a little, kind of looks like a bluish navy in it, but it's not really the case. It's actually a dark purple. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this because it's really pigmented. I did the error here and I had like a really blob, so I'm like, oh my god, I'm not going to do this on the same eye, on the next eye. So I'm just going to take it and I'm going to put this color super close to the lower lash line as possible and then just blend it away. Alrighty guys, so this is the finished look. Hope you guys enjoyed it. So what I used on my face, I used to contour my face. I used my Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit. And I used this lighter shade first, which I can actually take these out. Ow, I just burnt myself with my straightener. So I used the light one first to contour. So this is called Fawn. And then I used the darker reddish one, which I really like. I was really scared about just having it like so red, but it blends out really nicely. And this is called Havana. And then for blush, I went ahead and I used CopperTone, which is a classic in my videos. So CopperTone is my favorite one. And then right on top of it, I used a little bit of Prisme, which is another classic of mine. I love. And then for lips, I went ahead and I used Viva Glam Rihanna 2, you know. I went ahead and I used the Cork lip liner first. I went ahead and I lined my lips with this and filled it halfway with this liner. And then I went ahead and I applied Rihanna 2 lipstick on top of Cork. Gorgeous color. And then I used the Rihanna 2 lip gloss and I just popped this in the middle of my lips, like Cupid's bow, and in the middle of my lower lip. So yeah, this is the finished look. If you have any questions, just leave them all in the comments down below. I try to get to you guys as soon as possible. And also I filmed a video on how I created my Arabic liner, so make sure you check out that video in the info box for you guys. Yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching and I'll talk to you later. Bye everyone.